Your drinking is tearing this family apart. You can't keep spending all of our money on booze and then coming home and acting like nothing happened. But we are not here today to talk about my cat's alcohol problem. We are here to talk about post-convention depression. And I'm smiling when I say that because this is a coping mechanism. So, what is post-con depression? Post-con depression is when you go to a convention and then you leave and you realize your life sucks and the convention was so much better and you would have much rather been there the whole time, like for the rest of your life, because real life is difficult and adulting is not fun. So if you watch my videos, you probably know that I just got back from being away for like 12 days. And I was at KatsuCon and then preparing for I was at KatsuCon and then preparing for MagFest for days and then doing MagFest. And that was an insane experience, and I honestly wish that I didn't have to come back home because my life is stressful and now there's so much happening in my life and I don't know how to deal with any of it. So I'm like, how do I distract myself? So what I've been doing is playing World of Warcraft, extremely binge watching TV shows. I just finished How I Met Your Mother again, and now I'm gonna be starting the guild for like the billionth time because I am a nerd. But there are definitely other ways, probably better ways to cope with post-con depression, and I want to talk about some of those right now. The first one, cuddle with your cats. Don't have a cat? Get a cat. Allergic to cats? Get a cat anyway. It's worth it. There are a lot of different ways of dealing with this, but honestly, one of the best ways is prepare for the next one. Go to more conventions or festivals or whatever. And the way that you can do that is create a cosplay, like learn more about that convention, watch some anime, read some comic books, get caught up with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because God knows that's the best thing you can do, or get a cat. But don't be like my cat and form an alcohol dependency. You really don't want to end up like that. Another thing to remember is that just because a convention ends doesn't mean that you have to stop hanging out with your con friends. Your con friends can be your friends for life. I am really close to my friends Sam, Nate, and a bunch of other people that I met because of MagFest or KatsuCon or whatever. We're all really close, and there's not a problem with that. These people don't have to be just your friends for that part of the year every year, because maybe they won't be back. You should maintain those relationships because that's really important. That's how friendships are made, right? My best advice for you is that to deal with post-con depression, you should do something productive. I have not been doing anything productive except for leveling my character and finishing a bunch of TV shows and eating a lot of food. So I kind of recommend maybe doing something else. I need to get a sewing machine so I can start working on these costumes. I have so much coming up, and it's gonna be insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Oh my god, I look like a Vulcan. That was weird. Sorry guys, do something productive. Be like a Vulcan. Use logic. That circled back exceptionally well. Remember, you can take the person out of the con, but you can't take the con out of the person. Yeah, let's say that. Just because the con is over doesn't mean it has to be over. There's always another con, there's always more stuff you can do. If you've ever considered volunteering at one, that's a great way, or even working at one. And I know you're like, but that's my weekend off and I want to do it and have fun. Well, working at conventions is really fun. At least working at MagFest is really fun, but that's a festival, not a convention. Consider volunteering though. Maybe you'll have a ton of Consider volunteering though. Maybe you'll have a lot of fun and you'll enjoy it a lot. I know that everybody that I've run into MagFest has had a ton of fun and it's been great, and I think that it's definitely worth a try. So give it a shot. But don't be too depressed. The con is not over forever. There's always more. Just remember that. There's always more you can do. Just prepare to make sure your next con is even better than the last one. Seriously, it's gonna be great. Anyways, I will see you guys later, and bye. Say bye, Inky. You look terrified, Jesus. Say bye, precious. Aw.